This is Dave Katz with Katz Consultants, and I have a tip for you. You know, I believe that a lot of times we do a service but don't charge for it. As I see, there are three places, sometimes only one or two, but usually three places where you can miss services, where you can do them but miss writing them down. The first place is when the doctor is doing a service in the treatment room. He or she may forget to write down all the services that they did. For instance, even if you take them into the exam room and do a progress exam, you may forget to write that progress exam down. And then the next place you might lose services is if you treat the patient and then send them to therapy, and the therapist does certain things that he or she may decide may fail to write things down. And then the last place is when the information gets to the front desk, and if you're the type of office where the front desk enters the charges, the front desk may miss some of the things that were done to the patient that day. So there's really three places you can miss the services that you render on a patient, and you don't have to miss too much before it makes a lot of difference in your practice. It can make as much as $200 a day difference in your practice if some people are missing the services that they render. So make sure that you're doing a good job, doctor, of getting down all the services that you've done. Don't forget any of them. Make sure the therapist is doing the same thing, and make sure the front desk is doing the same thing. Now, how do you do that? Well, I would suggest at the end of the day, you take a day sheet and you look at the patient's name and you say, what did I do for them today? And then make sure it's all listed. And do that for 2 or 3 weeks to make sure you're not missing any revenue, but because you're doing all the service, you're incurring all the charge, you're incurring all the overhead, but you're just not charging the patient because it doesn't get on the bill. And really, when you think about it, since the patient pays their copay, really the people you're giving the free ride to is the insurance company. So I would like you to make sure that you do a check in your office to see if you're charging for all the services that you're doing, that they're all getting entered into your computer in the right way. This is Dave Katz. Thanks for listening.